Now we're on page 45 in your notebook. We are going to talk about multiplying mixed numbers today. It's really not that different than what we did with just multiplying fractions. There's one extra step that you have to do. So the steps are change your mixed numbers to improper fractions first, and then multiply as usual, just like we did on the last couple videos. So in this example, I have 1 2/3 times 2 1/2. You notice the first thing I do is change them, mixed numbers to improper. And if you remember how to do that, you take the denominator times the whole number. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, and you keep that same denominator. So 5/3 times, change this one, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, keep that same denominator, 5/2. Now, this problem looks just like what we've been doing, okay? You can't simplify here. You can't simplify here. You can't simplify the regular fraction, so you just numerator times numerator. 5 times 5 is 25. 3 times 2 is 6. But look at your answer. You get an improper fraction. You have to change that to a mixed number in simplest form always. 6 goes into 25 4 times. 4 times 6 is 24. Subtract, we get 1. So you read it like a clock, 4 1/6. That's your final answer. That can't be simplified, 4 1/6. All right, let's take a look at this one. This time I have a whole number. So we learned in the last video that you want to do that whole number over top of 1 times, now I have to change this mixed number to an improper fraction. So I take 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. I keep the same denominator. Now it looks just like what we've been doing. Let's see if we can cross simplify. I can divide 4 and 8 both by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. I can't simplify 9 and 1, so I've checked this way. I've checked this way. I'm ready to cross the street. Top times top. 2 times 9 is 18. 1 times 1 is 1. And you want to simplify that by saying the answer is 18. 17 over 1 would be 17. 20 over 1 would be 20. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this last example here. 1 5/6 times 2/3. Sometimes you're multiplying a mixed number by just a fraction. So just change the ones that are mixed numbers. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11/6 times, you don't need to do anything with that, 2/3. Can I simplify? I cannot simplify 11 and 3, but I can 2 and 6. So I'm going to divide both of those by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And now my numbers are a little easier to work with. I've checked this way. I've checked this way. I can go right across. 11 times 1 is 11. Over top of 3 times 3 is 9. You end up with an improper fraction. You have to change that to a mixed number. So if you can't do it in your head, 11 divided by 9, do it off to the side. 9 goes into 11 one time. 9 times 1 is 9. Subtract. We get 2. So you read it like a clock, 1 2/9. Is that in simplest form, 1 2/9? Yes, it is. If you would have gotten 1 3/9, you would have had to then reduce it again. But that is your final answer. Always check to make sure that that's in simplest form.